I don't know, guys. I've never done this. Is out of the ordinary for us to bring in third party to see. But you know what? This is pretty real right here.
So pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C Certified Brewhead, and welcome to another edition of Versus here on BAOS Podcast. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we got a good one. We got a real good one. So some of y'all thirsty ass beer nerds on the internet, just like us, would have been lining up for one or both of these bad girls that we have here. If you pay any attention to us, you'll know that both Scott and I are Bellwoods fangirls. It's a little out of control. And this series is Milkshark, their milkshake IPAs that they drop. They started dropping, I think it was like February or March was the first one, was pineapple. They had a blackberry a month or two ago, and I happened to be in Toronto last week, and they dropped, they had 5 releases. It was out of control. 2 of those releases, well, just before we got there, Guava, which I think was this one, came out, and Scotty picked that up for me, and my brother, actually, they both got me some, just in case. I was hedging my bets, and I actually, my first time lining up for beer to get Mango. I was recording my album, too, so I was even late for the studio because I needed to get this beer. Priorities, right? So I figured since it's going to be pretty rare, I assume, or at least so far out of the 4 Milksharks that have been released, that they were both released so closely together. So I figured it'd be kind of cool to do a versus and just put them up against each other. So in transparency, I've had both of them twice. I bought a bunch of them, so I really wanted to. I never get to review beers and drink them a bunch and then review them. So I actually haven't reviewed them. I'm going to do it tonight. So I figured let's put them side by side. I already have kind of some preconceptions because I have had them and what people are saying and stuff like that, but I want to actually see which way. Oh my gosh, man! Honestly, these beers are just so disgusting. So shout out to Luke Pestle, the owner and head brewer out there at Bellwoods. He is a musical genius for putting these together. And also, I enjoy this. Also, shout out to Gord, who works for Bellwoods, and he said he referred to these as artisan dessert IPAs, and I lolled pretty hard when he said that. So, all right. So look at this guava. Look at that, Lord. Can't see a goddamn thing. Whole bunch of bubbles at the bottom. It literally just smells like guava juice. It's out of control. Now, I'm not really a guava guy. Who the hell grew up drinking guava juice? Nobody. That's who. But I think it was apple and guava or orange or whatever. There was some sort of mixed beverages of some sort. I never really would have thought they would work so well in beer, but alright, get it in ya. It's disgusting. It's amazing. It's sort of like this, of all of the Milksharks, the guava one has the most, I guess, subtle fruit profile. The blackberry literally was like a blackberry smoothie. Pineapple was sort of a little bit more in the background than that, and this is more again. So it's kind of just tastes like a dope hazy pale ale or IPA. This one actually, I think they're both sitting at 7. Yeah, 7. Definitely getting the vanilla real strong. I keep groaning whenever I drink these. It's out of control. It's just so good. Yeah, there's a tart, tangy fruitness that's kind of hangs around the back at the end. Very mild carbonation. It's pretty thick, but it's not crazy thick. Definitely less thick than the blackberry. Oh my god. Actually, I'm going to pour more in there. I always pour less, just, I don't know, habit. So I'm going to pour a bit more so we can really get that eye, mate. So y'all can stare at that while I crack the mango. Shout outs to BrewHeads as well for the dope ass opener. Check on the link in the description for 15% discount. Alright, so this is the mango, also 7%. Yes, look at that. Hazy, nice bubbles. Y'all, so look at the color side by side. Oh yeah, definitely. Pink guava is quite pink, mango is quite mango-y. Definitely much more chill nose. Fruit isn't crazy there. Alright, get this one in you. Oh my god. I had this last night actually. I thought I was opening a guava, but it was a mango. Tough life. This is phenomenal. This to me is very much like the pineapple. it's extremely chalky. That the guava doesn't really have that chalk vibe in it, which I think comes from like the lactose and stuff. Yeah, so much more subtle fruit profile. Whereas like the guava is still overwhelming on the nose, but it's a little more chill in the body. This one, hella vanilla. Yeah, the chalkiness is like whoa. The mango is definitely still there. It's quite sweet. There's not that like tang or tartness. There's a little bit there, like some real subtle bitterness in the end. I'm not sure if these get dry hopped or not. Doesn't really say. But yeah, wow, it's phenomenal. Like 4 from 4. These guys, they've nailed every single one that they've done. I'd had them all on separate occasions, a little bit apart, and this is the first time having them side by side. So, oof, man, that nose is incredible. Awkward drinking silence. Okay, so it's definitely that. Okay, all right. Yeah, the guava's pretty strong in that. Now I'm confused. I kind of came into this kind of knowing what I thought I liked more, and now I'm... Okay. I feel like the mango is a touch sweeter because the guava has that tartness. I don't recall that from the first couple that I had. Like I came into this, I thought I'd be like guava straight away. Pretty much everyone I've spoken to have said they preferred guava. I know Scott loves the guava over the mango. I think my brother Notion also feels the same. I initially was gonna say that. Now I'm not so sure. These aren't that old as well. Like all of these are like less than 2 weeks old, like a week to 2 weeks old tops. Okay. So yeah, a little bit less fruit. This guy. Chalkier, sweeter. Shit. Didn't expect this. Can I tie break? Tiff, can I tie? Can I tie it or it doesn't work like that?
That's not what versus is about.
Yeah. Do you have the thought? Do you want to try? Hey, come in. Yeah, start with the guavs. I don't know, guys. I've never done this. This is out of the ordinary for us to bring in a third party to see. But you know what? This is pretty real right here. These are some of the most, like, you know, we got there at 11 a.m. on, I think it was last Thursday, isn't it? And we were pretty early. We got there, we actually got there like 10 to 11, quarter to 11, so we're in line, Brad and I, Notion and I. And then Scotty came and met us right beforehand, so we didn't have to wait too long, but the line was like around halfway up the block as well, like by 11 a.m. It's tough, eh?
Yeah.
And this was some mango.
What do you think? Being Jamaican, I lean towards mango.
Okay.
But
is it?
I love the guava. So.
Okay, so they're both. But you see why I'm like. So if you had to choose, you would choose mango.
And that's just a Jamaican bias.
Right, because you prefer the flavor of mango over guava. Completely fair, but no other particular reason.
They're both phenomenal.
Because I know you're not a sweet person, so I thought maybe the mango might have been a little. Because it is obviously sweeter.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, last hit. I have to decide right now because I'm not going to drag this on. Okay. It's fire. It's flames. All right, mango. God damn it. I think I'm going to say mango. I really didn't expect that. Yeah, I think I like the sweetness. The guava is just as fire flames. I felt like when I had the first guava, I just couldn't stop. You heard me like grunting nonstop when we were recording. I made sure I saved one. I had one like the first night actually after the Monday. I was like, oh, this is one of the best beers like I've ever had in my entire life. And then I had the mango, also in Toronto, and I thought it was fantastic. It was phenomenal. It was great. So I was like, I guess it's no guava. And then I had another guava the other night. I had mango again last night. I really enjoyed the mango. But now having them side by side, yeah. It's a bit controversial, say mango. So 2 for 2 for mango. If you guys have had any of these two beers or any of the other Milksharks, definitely holla. Let us know what you think, particularly between these two. Super curious to see if everyone else is feeling the same as us. If you enjoyed the video, chuck us a thumbs up. Subscribe down below on YouTube as well. And I think there's like some little bell thing you can press for notifications. So you let us, you're alerted whenever we post new dope-ass videos. Follow us on social media at BAOS Podcast, and check us out, the long-form podcast on Apple Podcasts. That's the word podcast a lot, isn't it? That's pretty much it, guys. Mate, get these in ya. Cheers.